everyone, and welcome to today's Vinyasa flow. For today, no props are needed, but you can always have those nearby if you'd like. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and meet me on the mat. For today, we're going to start sitting hips to heels, finding a gentle, small space between the thighs, and coming into a comfortable seat. And if you do have props nearby, if you want to find a little bit of support, you can always rest a block underneath your sit bones or cushion a blanket. If you want to feel a little bit more softness as you come onto your mat today. Today's flow is going to build a lot of energy, a lot of strength. So if you'd like to have a softer start to your class, please feel free to add what you need. Rising tall through the crown of the head, gentle rounding of the shoulders along the back body, gentle lift to the chest, and feel free to close your eyes here. Settling into your space, taking note of where your breath is as you begin today's class. Taking note of the energy around you, the sounds around you. Just giving your mind a moment to survey your space and then bringing that focus into your body, into your breath. Take a few moments here to breathe through your natural rhythm. We'll take a few breaths together here at the start. If you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. Bring that focus a little bit deeper, more inward. You're going to take a few rounds of pranayama together to a count of 4. Inhale, count to 4, pausing at the top, exhaling, and pausing at the bottom. So let's take a deep inhale together through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, clearing everything out to start. Seal the lips. Begin the inhale, filling the belly, the base of the lungs, all the way through the tip of the lungs for 3, 2, 1, and pausing at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. Pause at that emptying for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Begin to refill the lungs all the way from the bottom to the top for 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the top, holding onto that fill for 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. One more round for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and reintroduce the natural rhythm of your breath. Maybe you found more space, more calming. And you settled in a little bit more into your mat, into your practice. Settle in the mind. Inhale, clasp the hands back behind you, drawing the knuckles down towards the mat, towards the big toes, opening the chest. Inhale. Exhale, holstering your fists towards the right hip, elbows squeezing together, keeping that chest open, and allowing the right ear to fall towards the right shoulder. Maybe dipping the chin in towards the right shoulder, or in towards the collarbone, just exploring your space. Inhale, drive the knuckles back behind you, switching to grip, the awkward grip. Now likely your left thumb's on top. And then on the next breath, holstering the fist towards the left hip, dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. Squeezing the elbows back behind you, keeping the chest open and lifted. And again, feel free to turn the chin down towards the collarbone, towards the shoulder. Find a little bit more opening, exploring a different space. Inhale back towards center. Unlace the fingers, drop the fingertips behind the toes. And then exhale, press the hips forward, opening the front body. Reaching the chest up towards the sky. Engaging the glutes, pressing the hips forward. Exhale, lower. And then shift your weight off the tops of the feet. Giving your body a moment, yourself a moment to tap the tops of the feet on the mat. We were there for quite a few minutes. So feel free to tuck the toes, find more space. We're going to come into a wrist warm up here. So just exploring your range, your mobility, your comfort with having your hands on your mat, maybe for the first time today. It is acclimating your hands to the earth. Shifting your weight forward and back over the wrists. And taking gentle circles. In this moment, the focus is on the hands, on the arms, on the wrists. Feel free to introduce whatever weight, whatever ranges you feel comfortable with. And if you're comfortable exploring a deeper range of motion, spin the right hand out. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, all the way back so the fingertips are facing the knees. If this range of motion is comfortable for you, begin to explore that mobility a little bit further. Again, shifting our weight forward and back, side to side. Getting your body comfortable, having the palms on the earth, palms on the mat. Just introducing some weight into those hands. Feel free to stay here if this is comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can bring your placement back towards the top of the mat so those fingertips are facing the front. We're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Wherever your hands are positioned, still gentle press away from the earth, finding that support. And on your next inhale, belly falls, sit bones lift towards the sky, chest pulls through as the gaze lifts. Exhale, rounding through the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. Tailbone tucks under, chin tucks in. Inhale, arching the spine all the way from the tailbone as it reaches towards the sky. The chest pulls forward. Gaze lift. Exhale, rounding the upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, sit bones rise, belly falls, gaze forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly falls, chest pulls through. Exhale, round. Inhale, unraveling the spine. Use a gentle pull of those fingertips to pull the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, back to neutral. Tuck the toes, sit back, hips to heels once more. Incorporate all 5 toes, all 10 toes into that tuck. Maybe the pinky toe needs a little encouragement. Find its way underneath. Sit tall, spine long. Inhale, lace the fingers, palms towards heart center. Inhaling into that space. Exhale, flip the thumbs down, press the palms away, round in the upper back. Exhale. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky, pulling the chest through. Exhale, round in the upper back. Pressing the palms away from you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Getting that arc of energy, inhaling, reaching the arms up and overhead, pressing the palms away. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms up overhead, reaching the palms up, up, up. And exhale, cactus the arms. And then bring the palms in towards heart center, inhale. Exhale, settle. Coming off the toes, coming onto the palms, back into that tabletop. Feel free to take a moment to tap the tops of the feet onto the mat. And on your next exhale, tuck the toes once more, press back, downward facing dog. In our first downward facing dog, as always, please feel free to pedal the feet side to side. Maybe pressing the heels towards the earth, coming up onto the toes. Again, just exploring where your body's at the start of class. You'll be here for 2 more breaths. And on your final breath, settle into your center. Inhale, up onto your toes, heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back behind you. And then on your next inhale, begin to ripple the body forward, pressing through the toes, rounding the upper back, coming into high plank. Exhale, lower the body all the way down to the mat in one piece. Untuck the toes. Tops of the feet come to the earth. Arms come back behind you. Inhale, coming into locust pose. Tops of the hands reach, fingertips reach back, tops of the hands press back and up. Toes reach long. Engage in the back body, engage in the glutes to lift. Exhale, lower. Palms come underneath the shoulders. Press the hips back in space. Let the forearms come to the earth. Inhale, pull the body through, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Inhale, rise up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back and low. Inhale, ripple the body through. Coming into high plank. Feel free to move through a modified vinyasa, or you can move through a push-up here. So take your push-up or your lower down to the earth. Press up. Sit, drop the knees, sit the hips back. Drop the forearms, pull the body through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the left knee, driving the right knee towards the right elbow. Right foot comes outside right hand. Drop the back knee. Bring your left hand towards the center of the mat. Inhale, open the right arm up and over, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Chest turns towards the right side of the mat. Drop your right hand. Press the hips back. Extend the pyramid pose. Feel free to lift the right toes. Drop the right toes. Bring the left foot outside left hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Standing tall. Inhale, upward salute, reaching the fingertips up and towards the sky. Maybe taking a small back bend. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Sink the hips back low, active squat. Inhale, hands plank, keep the elbows bent. Step your left foot back. Your right foot back, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the right knee as the left knee drives towards the left elbow. Left foot plants outside the hand. Drop your right knee. Right hand comes towards the center of the mat. Inhale, left arm lifts up and over. Pulling the chest through to the left side. Left hand plants. Shift the hips back. Extended pyramid pose. Spine is long, crown of the head reaching towards the top of the mat. Gentle press the left hip forward, left hip back, right hip forward. Drop the left toes. Right foot comes outside right hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Press the hips forward, maybe take a little bit deeper back bend. Exhale, hands come through heart center, sitting low into active squat. Inhale, plant the hands, keep the elbows bent. Step your right foot back, your left foot back, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself a few breaths here. We're going to move through a few of the Awakening Yoga Surya A. We're going to move through a few rounds of Vinyasa. So before modified Vinyasa, you lower down to the mat into locust pose, or you can take a full push-up, whichever is most accessible for you today. We'll be doing quite a few Vinyasas, so whatever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel your strength is at, coming in onto your mat today. One more breath, settle in. Inhale, coming high up on the toes, heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward between your hands. Step, walk, or jump. Your feet are going to come outside the hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach the fingertips up and over. Press the hips forward. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Sit low, active squat. Inhale, hands plant. Here, you can step, hop, or jump to the back of the mat into high plank pose. Exhale, push up. Inhale, sit back, forearms plant. Pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sure to go through maybe 6 or 7 more rounds. And we're just gonna float all the way through. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step, hop, or float. Feet outside hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, press the hips forward. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale, hands plant, elbows bent. separate hop, high plank. Exhale, lower, push up. Inhale, sit back. Forearms plant, pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels rise, knees bend. Step, hop, or float. Feet outside hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, stand. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale, hands plant. Step or hop. Lower down, push up. Sit back. Forearms plant, pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That was 3. We're gonna keep on flowing. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step, hop, or float. Inhale, squat. Exhale, stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, hands plant. Exhale, hop back. Push up. Sit back. Forearms drop, pull through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Please feel free to move at a pace that is comfortable for you. If you feel like you would like to spend a few more moments in each pose, please feel free. We'll meet again in downward facing dog. From here, inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step, hop, or float. Feet outside hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale, hands plant. Step, hop, or float. Push up. Sit back. Forearms plant, pull through. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Trying for 3 more rounds. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Feet outside hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, sit low. Inhale, hands plant, elbows bent. Step, hop, or float, high plank. Lower into your push-up. Sit back. Pull through. Exhale. Downward facing dog, 2 more. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Feet outside hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, hands plant. Step, hop, or float. Lower down, push up. Inhale, sit back. Pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more at pace. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step, hop, or float. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, hands to heart center, come to standing. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, hands plant. Step, hop, or float. Push up. Sit back. Inhale, pull through. And exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment in downward facing dog. And just feel where your body's at, the energy you just built, the heart rate you just elevated, all the muscles you just worked. Two more breaths in your downward facing dog. We're going to take a cool down round. So wherever you are in your vinyasa flow, meet in downward facing dog. Settle in for 1 more breath. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. You feel free to jump once more, or you can step right foot outside, right hand. Left foot outside, left hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, stand to heart center. Stand tall, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, sink low, active squat. Inhale, hands plant, elbows bent. Step one foot back. Step the other foot back. Lower all the way down, nice and slow. Inhale, pull up, locust pose. Exhale, lower down. Hands underneath shoulders. Press back. Hips to heels. Forearms drop. Inhale, pull through. Upward facing dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Two more breaths. And go ahead and drop the knees to the earth. Knees come wide, big toes come to touch. And sit the hips back. If you'd like to take a smaller shape to really harness in and hold on to all that energy you just built, feel free to come into embryo pose. Whether in this moment you want to find more space to settle in or you want to be more closed off, feel free to choose what's best for you in this moment. Feeling the strength and the speed of your heartbeat. The energy that was created within your legs, within the arms. Just taking note of all the sensations. And at whatever pace that suits you, coming out of embryo or child's pose, transitioning on to your back. Taking all the movements now nice and slow, knowing that the greatest effort has been done. And the body just meant to settle. Falling heavy into the earth. You can have your knees bent or your legs long. Allow the arms to relax alongside your body. Feeling the rise and fall of the belly as your breathing continues to slow back to baseline. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, squeezing it in towards the right side body, keeping the left leg long. Keeping the knee in towards the chest. Use the left hand to bring the right knee across the body, finding a gentle twist. Right arm can stay in goal pose, capital T, whichever variation. Just allow gravity in that left hand. Find space within the right hip. Your low back. Now that the breath was slowed, finding a little bit more depth with every inhale, breathing into those more constricted spaces. Inhale back towards center. Left knee comes in, right leg extends long. Placing the fingers just below the left knee, pulling it in towards the left armpit. Giving your body as much space as you need to allow that knee to come wide. With the right hand, bringing that left knee over towards the right side of the mat. Keeping the left shoulder blade anchored towards the earth. You find a twist. Inhale back towards center. Keep the left knee in, bring the right knee to meet the left. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. Maybe they come wide alongside the body, finding a little bit more space within the hips. Breathing into that compression, finding the expansion of the ribs, even in the smaller space. Feel free to stay here, or if you would like to come into happy baby, grabbing peace fingers of the big toe, around the big toe, or the outer edges of the feet. Just find a little bit more opening, more depth, more space. Whichever pose is more accessible for you today, more desirable for you today. Feel free to rock side to side, forward and back, gentle massage to the low back. Bring the knees back towards one another. And then from here, the arms come alongside your body, palms into the earth. And then press up and back into plow pose. Finding that inverted compression. Maybe the legs extend long. Or maybe the knees are bent, they fall soft. Letting gravity do the work here. Finding support through the arms, palms on the earth. Finding as much space as you require. Your toes find the earth great, if not, also great. Just here for one more breath. Then go ahead and rebend the knees. Use your arms to control the lower. Coming into Shavasana. Allow the big toes to turn out towards the outer edges of the mat. Hips open. Palms looking up towards the sky. Keeping the shoulder blades underneath the back body. And just giving your body permission to officially settle and lay heavy onto the earth. Knowing that your work is officially complete. The focus you reined in from the beginning, the energy you began the class with was built upon, and now the energy begins to settle. Not latching on to any unnecessary energy, any tension. Scanning the body from toe tips to fingertips. Allowing the body to find space in this relaxation. Relaxing the jaw, unwrinkling the furrow in your brow or the squint alongside your eyes. Letting every little crack and crevice, every little centimeter, millimeter of your body, tension is released. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you need. You did such a wonderful job. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I look forward to seeing you next time.